you folks turn around and head back upriver, I'll tell you all about fish camp life and how we process this for our dogs to eat in the wintertime.
All right, that'll be good education. Good size salmon too. Fishing in the summer, trapping in the winter, and hunting in the fall. That's the subsistence lifestyle. You'll notice there's a little autumn color developing in our trees already. If you look to the right, maybe you could use your imagination and see a family hunting for moose or caribou in ancient times, moving through the trees very quietly with bone-tipped spears, hoping they come up on a clearing with some big animals in it, like those right over there. Tyrannus, the same genus and species as the wild caribou. These are reindeer, but in all the ways that matter, they're virtually indistinguishable from their wild cousins. Same dark brown coat for the summer, but in the winter, they grow in a thick white coat. And you can see this one farthest to the left. It's already starting to get some of that coming in around the neck. They'll be all white for the winter, so they have natural camouflage, just like they have for the summer with this coat. And every strand of hair on them is hollow. There's air trapped inside, so that makes them naturally buoyant and provides their insulation, so they don't freeze. We'll powder by the tremendous weight of those glaciers. And it isn't any grittier than baking flour, believe it or not. It goes right through the gills of migrating salmon, and it doesn't even affect them. They've been swimming through it for weeks. Material in this water makes navigating a river like this a challenge for riverboat captains like Ken and those before him. Because Ken, you know from a lifetime of experience out here, you don't know what you're going to see till you actually arrive.
Notable changes is that the main channel of the Tanana River used to be right here in front of this boat with a good 7 mile an hour current. It has since then migrated away from us, straight ahead of the boat and a little bit to the left. You'll see some really tall spruce trees. That's where the main channel is today. And an interesting known fact is that it's only 436 feet above sea level right here. And this river has to travel 1,200 miles to the ocean, so you can imagine why it wants to take the most least path of resistance. That's why it's so tricky out there.
In their living room. But I'll tell you, there are a number of times we'd have flooded like we did in 1967 before that was built. They built it after water covered up 95% of our streets that year. And this year, we very likely would have flooded again if that Moose Creek control facility wasn't there. It really changes things.
Welcome to the Chena Indian Village. My Eskimo name is Masik and my English name is Robin. I am a Nupiaq Eskimo Athabascan Indian, born and raised here in Fairbanks. My mother's from Caltag, which is on the Lower Yukon River, and my father's from Circle, which is 198 miles northeast of Fairbanks. I am a junior at Lathrop High School. I enjoy playing volleyball, and after high school, I plan to go to college to become a registered nurse. But, thank you. But we are now in the Tanana Valley, the heart of the Athabascan Indian country. Today, I will be sharing with you how the Athabascans skillfully survived this environment and how they adapted to village life and Western culture in the past century. Told that the northern Athabascan Indians had to survive some of the harshest environmental conditions known to man, and they have done so for over 10,000 years. Before any contact with the outside world, a little more than 150 years ago, the Athabascans lived in an entirely primitive and bushville culture, so that meant that every day was a battle for survival. The early Athabascans were hunters and gatherers. In order to survive, they were forced to follow herds of game, so that meant that they were always on the move and roaming the Arctic. The primary animals that the Athabascans hunted were the moose and the caribou. Speaking Westerners. Can you folks hear me alright?
Yeah.
Alright. Yep, so this is the birch bark. It is very pliable and water resistant, so it can be used to make many things, very much like this canoe. Birch bark canoes are very rare, and they're only few in existence today, so we're very lucky to have this one. The ribs are made from steam-bent spruce wood, and then it is covered with a layer of birch bark. It is sewn together with split spruce roots, and the black resin that you see, so this canoe could hold the 2 hunters in all of the year. The birch bark basket was also made in the same manner as the canoe. The Athabascans made these baskets by harvesting a large single piece of birch bark, soaking it in water until it was pliable enough to be made into this basket shape, then tying it together with animal stitches. But the Athabascan women would use these baskets to store, gather, and cook their food. But because this basket is extremely flammable, they would have to combine some meat and berries diluted in water, then go in and then out until it came to a slow boil. This was a process that can take hours, so I'm very thankful for my microwave. The last item that I have here with you is the birch bark baby basket. Mama would place moss or rabbit fur at the bottom, strap baby into these loose-hide carriage straps, place baby on her back, and then continue her day's work. So what babies do, what babies are best known to do, they'll take baby out, strip all of their slide liner, and start the process all over again. So here I have your world's first biodegradable, earth-friendly baby diapers. The Athabascan people. While caribou travel in herds, moose tend to travel alone, so therefore the Athabascans became very skilled at calling moose. Because male moose are very territorial, scraping a moose shoulder blade up and down the tree that Ashley will demonstrate, might bring a bull moose into the area to investigate the intruder and see who is on this turf. As you can see, Ashley is a very skilled hunter. The men would also verbally call the moose into the area by imitating the moose mating call using a birch bark megaphone very much like this one. Bull moose make a deep guttural grunting sound that the hunter would try to imitate. Would you folks like a demonstration? Oh, yeah. Ashley's been practicing.
Moosey, moosey, moosey.
Once the moose has been called into the area, Ashley will use a bow tip spear like this one to provoke the moose to charge. She will then plant it at a steep angle into the ground, and when the moose heard up to stomp on Ashley, it actually be forced to fail itself onto the spear. Then all Ashley had to do was skillfully roll out from the heavy falling animal. When the Athabascans took an animal, nothing was wasted. The tan hides were particularly valuable to the Athabascans for these in clothing, shelters, and as rations.
The main body is made out of muskrat. The cuffs in the very bottom are trimmed with river otter. And the black and white designs are made out of calf skin. And now she's going to show us the sunshine ruff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you can see why we call this the sunshine ruff. It does resemble the sun. Closest to her pretty face is the wolverine because they have that natural oil that's in their fur, which helps prevent frostbite. The outer part of the ruff is made out of the timber wool. Any extra pieces from the ruff would be used to make these tassels, and she would sew these onto her parka to show off around and show us the back.
Oh, yeah.
These designs would be passed down mother to daughter, generally 6.5 months, 6 hours on it every single day. Raised to be around $20,000. We do consider it a priceless garment, so we ask when you come to take a picture of it or get a closer look, if you could please not touch it, we would very much appreciate that.
This is caribou. Betty doing the moose.
I don't know, she can't tell me. Hey, recycling here. What else we have? Boulder. Boulder is the mother of one of the dogs that we had in lead and the grandmother to a whole slew of dogs in the kennel. This is Boulder right here. She's a pretty special dog. Skiff, being normal Skiff, she's a little antisocial with this whole human pack surrounds her, but as soon as the boat whistle goes, she jumps out, she starts barking at a dog, right? The dogs speak better dogs than we do. So then they'll retire completely from harness, usually around 14 years old, not going far, not going fast. But Stego is our only dog in the entire kennel who's completely retired from harness. Stego gets to do whatever Stego would like to do. He usually wanders around, he does walks around that leg.
Solar home.
What it's like to be out there on the trail, why they keep going out and doing it again year after year. I'd like to get books on.
It's kind of cute.
Those great books. He's in the back of that number 2. He'll be happy to visit with you.
This house right here, I think they identified on the way up as the house where Ronald and Nancy Reagan met with Pope John Paul II. They announced that when we were coming up. Ronald Reagan, northernmost home, met with him in 1984 in this home right here. Yeah, this little one on the right here, that's the man cave right there.
Turned 90 this spring.
It was a little bit longer last night. We had some headwind. We don't normally have 12 hours, 14 hours.
back at the hotel. I haven't done this the entire trip. So just to satisfy my kids who are expecting this. Just for the proof, I was here, Fairbanks, Alaska, August 2016.